What number are you? Well, I'm a number 1 personally, and I'm sorry to encourage any sort of body dysmorphia, but if you're a 3, E.T., go home.
No, don't go home. I'm sorry. Come back. I'm sorry.
I'm putting away the clothes pile that's been in my room for like 3 months. Wow, character growth.
But remember to post it on TikTok saying a day in the life of me, and make sure that TikTok starts with you fluffing your bed pillows, otherwise it's not legit. Don't ask me how it is in this. Everyone else does it that way, so apparently that's like a ritual you have to do. When the moon hits your knees and you mispronounce trees, sycamore. I hate you. I love you, I hate you. 2009 meme. Cat eating hamburger. Captioned, "Hi guys." 2018 meme. Skeleton pointing at a whiteboard with "Socialism is praxis" written on it. 2023 meme. Picture of realistic Homer Simpson. Captioned,
"We're gonna put you in the cube."
Not only do they make less and less sense as the years go on, but the rate at which they do is growing exponentially, and I am very concerned at how the internet is going to be when I am in my 50s. It's a common mistake, but Frankenstein was actually the author. Charles Dickens, The Great Expectations. Mark Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. And Frankenstein's Mary Shelley, yes, the monster who is a woman because women are scary and we don't understand them. Kind of weird to mix up the art and the artist like that though, like who does that? That's like mistaking Chris Evans for who he really is, Steve Rogers. Hey artists, what does your family think about your art? My dad saw my skill in art and said I should go into NFTs, and I said no, those are scams. And he said, I know, I want you to scam people. Because at your skill level, you already are. Hi-yo! Up top, come on, high five me, stop crying. I wish I could take my brain out and blow on it to make it work again like a Nintendo 64 cartridge. Yeah, you go ahead and take out the central system of your body's functionality. See how that works. You want to know how old you really feel? Stop drinking caffeine and taking ibuprofen and just wait. Sir, I think that's just called experiencing withdrawals from drugs. It's in a woman's best interest to be cooperative and more serving once she reaches 40 if she wants to continue to be a factor in the dating market, even as a wife. Dude grew up listening to the unhappy ramblings of his single mother and thinks that's how all women over 40 are like. Try to equally disrespect as much women all you like, sir. Daddy's still not going to recognize you. After Elon offers a 1 million Dogecoin bounty to anyone able to prove his family had an emerald mine fortune, his dad comes out and says, can I get in on that? Because I totally have proof of it. What the hell? What is that stupid? There's the tweet. There's the article. What, a day later? Elon Musk's dad disputes his son's claim that their money didn't come from an emerald mine. Apparently, all the kids know about it. My daughter has 3 or 4 emerald pendants, adding, Elon saw them, the emeralds, at our house. He knew I was selling them. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was heralded as like the genius of our time, wasn't he? At some point? How? What happened? Meanwhile, and what the hell is going on in the grocery stores of America?
I am the horniest person in this Walgreens. But wait, what is this? A challenger? I accept your challenge.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mom?
Little bit about me. I once saw Brad Pitt at a bar back in the late 90s. He was smoking, so I walked up and asked for a light. He handed me his lighter, but I didn't have a cigarette, so I just flicked on the lighter and said, oh, cool, it works, and gave it back and walked away. That is certainly a way to leave an impression. Not a good one, but an impression nonetheless. I know it's smart marketing for email subjects to be personal things like, we need to talk, but I am so tired of seeing emails from a name I don't recognize in my inbox, so I open it up and it's the new CEO of a leggings company letting me know her plans for our future together. If you want, I can send a pitch for my brand of leggings, so you can have a familiar face. I appreciate that. Very thoughtful. Unfortunately, they are not broke, so it's a very niche market. If a person who had plastic surgery dies, do y'all think the ghost body keeps the Brazilian butt lift? Well, the ghost is merely the spirit of the body, so I guess in a way, if that person spiritually believes that they are in fact someone with a big ass booty, then yeah, that ghost's gonna have a big juicy booty.
Canada has such profoundly ineffective mainstream news media. An absolute disgrace.
Our country's doing too decently well compared to the rest of the world. We need some controversy so people read us again. How can we incite a bit of panic?
Why Canada's leader is closest West gets to a dictator. Yeah, he's evil because he's doing some things we don't like. Surely that's akin to breaking everyone's human rights. Also, a depressed woman was saved from a maid thanks to drugs. Drugs, sponsored by the big pharma company who pays for us.
They call them knockers, but I never see them knock. Does that make the nipples doorbells? I don't know. We'll have to ask an expert on women's anatomy for this. Males?
Yeah.
There's the doorbells. Need a laugh? Missouri set up a hotline for snitching on trans people, and it was so overrun with pranksters clogging it with fake reports and random bullshit that they just had to shut it the frick down. You know, it's very nice and comforting to see that such tactics that would have worked back in like the 50s or 70s even doesn't really work today. Okay, was there a story behind this Tim of Legend at the end of the Star Wars pod racer game? Tim Schafer, credited for never actively trying to sabotage the project. Damn, slap that on a resume. Oh look, Tim has responded. The pod racing team sat right next to the Grim team at LucasArts. Once, hanging out in their office, I asked, what credit are you gonna give me on pod racer? Why would we give you credit? You didn't do anything to help make this project. I said, true, but on the other hand, I did nothing to hurt it. They just couldn't shake the logic, I guess.
Favorite film scene featuring a horse? Please think.
I reckon we might be running out of quote tweet prompts. Watch the movie Jesus Camp on Hulu and then tell me how LGBTQ people are the ones being labeled groomers. It's one of the scariest documentaries I've ever seen. You want to protect the children? Start by keeping them away from organized religion. Exactly. But don't worry, you can still find a way to practice your faith. Join my religion, the disorganized religion of procrastination. We meet every Wednesday. We meet a day at some point. Just now, walking down the street eating a banana, I spotted a woman at a bus stop also eating a banana. To her horror and mine, I was physically unable to stop myself raising my banana to her in a sort of banana toast. She looked very confused, then, adorably, bobbed her banana back. Now, you gotta show that you're an alpha out there in the world, okay? Next time you're mutually eating a banana with someone,
You stare them down and swallow your entire banana with one bite. Establish your dominance by just...
Oh my god. Are you okay?
I'm the alpha.
And now for what is, sadly, another instance of something that went viral where the person who was outed was actually not in the wrong. There's a twist in the viral city bike confrontation that saw a New York City healthcare worker get into a heated argument with a group of young black men. Her lawyer said she did pay for the bike and she has the receipts to prove it. To summarize, they were approaching her as she took this out of the lock. They pushed it back in so it would lock again and therefore cancel her hire, and cue the viral video accusing her of trying to steal from these men. I mean, look, maybe they genuinely misinterpreted the situation and actually thought it was their bike. Maybe the app screwed up and double booked. Either way, a local therapist thanks these young men for helping them gain a new client. Humans doing the hard jobs on minimum wage while the robots write poetry and paint is not the future I wanted. LSU Library. Oh, that university must be struggling with their funds. Oh, look at the football locker room. Oh, wow, that's equally decrepit, isn't it? Meanwhile, in Are You Even Surprised It's in Florida, Florida couple delivering Instacart groceries shot at after driving to wrong address. The couple said police told them there would be no repercussions for the shooter because no Florida laws were broken. America? What? It's not illegal to shoot at someone? Just straight up. Okay, I mean, the car damage is there. That's their property damaged because of someone shooting it. But no, that's fine. Go carry on, I guess. Hey, nice man bun. It freaking sucks, you hipster a-hole. He turns around and reveals he is a samurai from the Tokugawa shogunate. Yeah.
Oh, frick.
Oh, gaslight me, daddy.
These entitled millennials are cheering for a housing market crash. Millennials are actually cheering for a housing market crash on Twitter so they can afford a home. It seems the very image of entitlement.
Remember, young people, when older people are responsible for the world itself, as well as the economy and the market of such, it's your fault if it ever goes wrong. Taylor Swift was paid by boomers to sing that she's the problem. I have seen no more convincing arguments in favor of no-fault divorce than the comments of men who are angry that their wives are allowed to divorce them. The sad thing is, you just know that these men, they don't know how else to say, I am scared of being alone. I am scared to lose my partner. I fear I am inadequate and not enough. But hey, God forbid being open and honest about your insecurities to your partner, because doing so will make you actually have to work on them.
Ew!
I was just fired from a $400,000 a year job for standing up for women and white people.
Oh, thanks, man, but I've already got 2 legs. I'm good. I don't need you to do that.
My full story will be coming out soon.
And what will that story be? Well, it seems it will omit this. Bro.
I will whoop the schnitzel out of a man wearing a dress and not feel bad.
Oh, you just know he's going to blame trans people for this, you know, his own actions. Just a reminder that Japan has mentally ill people, video games, porn, only 1.5% of the population being
whatever that is.
trans people, violent movies, a population of 125.7 million, 2 people killed by guns all of last year, 0 mass shootings. So I'm sorry, but yes, it's the guns. The guns are what cause the mass shootings.
Why do feminists despise beautiful women?
So true, bestie. All feminists are ugly and they all are single with 5 cats.
It is great mockery because screw these kind of pathetic boys, but I'm perplexed as to what the point of the selfies are. Like, I can agree to your beauty all we want, but I'm equally just another subjective perception as to the standards of beauty. Neither of us are proving him wrong, because if anything, we're just validating that there are different perceptions as to what is beautiful. Oh yeah, you know what? That actually makes sense then, why this is on the internet. A debate that ultimately makes no progress or difference in the world, and purely exists for us to practice doing the thing we all resort to on the internet when we're bored, becoming masters of debating. There's nothing wrong with liking Eve 6 music. We certainly appreciate it when people do, but we shouldn't be your favorite band. If we're your favorite band, something is wrong. To be honest, if we're in your top 30, I'm a little worried about you. Hey, don't sell yourself short. Closing Time was a banger. Means a lot, thank you. It's so weird to see an old band like push away their nostalgic fan base.
Okay, guys, you need to move on. Go listen to Harry Styles or something.
Men's pants. Your waist is 30 inches. Therefore, you are a size 30. Women's pants.
Your waist is bad inches. You have wide hips, a small butt, short legs, a prehensile tail, and we don't like your face.
Therefore, you are a size
Whatever the frick we want, but only at this store.
I will just say as a man, that is a complete lie. I have a sizable booty and men's clothes are not designed for it. It's a betting game of when the seams on my hips begin to split apart. Quaker's 35% less sugar oatmeal doesn't actually have any less sugar. It just contains 35% less oatmeal per packet. You'll never guess how much it costs. Here's a hint. Exactly the same as the regular version. The trick is to make everything else in bold text so they can't notice it. I hate that some of my favorite 90s bands became filthy communists. Cry about it.
Nazi lives don't matter. Sorry, folks, my guitar's not working, so I'm just gonna use my voice.
Democrats are nanny state authoritarians. Personally, I don't smoke cigarettes, but if you choose to do so, it's your damn choice. Uh-oh, a simpleton got themselves caught in the trap of wanting to do something out of the pure freedom of their own choice. It's lured their apex predator, someone with a brain. That's a great argument. Now do uteruses. Self, I says to myself, why is the cat so chill 10 minutes before feeding time? And why indeed? Oh my god, that's a lot of butter. Oh no, that's more than even a human would feel comfortable eating. Hey, did you know that if you're an obligate carnivore and you eat 6 tablespoons of butter, it will be instantly recognizable as such when somebody has to clean up the aftermath later? Just posted by a meteorologist, a gun nut who covers our area. This is scary. A child just rang my doorbell. Folks, you do not ring doorbells in 2023. My 6 was loaded. Keep your kids away. Chris, so you're willing to shoot someone just because they rang your doorbell? Stand your ground isn't meant for that, and the way you're nearly threatening anyone, specifically kids, is disgusting, and why some people shouldn't have guns. Counterpoint, I'm not fricking around. Great defense there, mate. Spanish language social media has exploded with Latino truck drivers calling for a boycott and refusing to take shipments into Florida. Things are about to get interesting. Man, that and the looming debt crisis coming to America in June. Ooh, wait, what a wonderful 2023 we're about to experience. Why do Fortnite leak accounts tweet like they've never seen any media ever?
We might get a droid skin tonight or soon, based on Fortnite's latest possible teaser, Roger Roger, which is apparently a Star Wars reference.
Oh, really? Oh, it appears there is a file in the game titled Walter White, which, according to my sources, is apparently a reference to Breaking Bad?
Oh, never mind. It's just a skin of the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. Oh, wow. I didn't know that when Steven Crowder got breast augmentation surgery to look more masculine, he lied to all his social media followers and told them he had a heart procedure for sympathy points. What a freaking do-canoe. Now, guys, let's not mock this man. Steve sees himself as an alpha male. Unfortunately, he was physically born with a sunken chest. But thanks to gender-affirming surgery of today, he was able to look like the masculine man he truly felt he really was, despite not being born that way. And there is nothing ironic or hypocritical about him specifically pursuing this. No!
Guys, we gotta stop posting this. This image right here that this man doesn't want posted, you gotta stop it, okay? Share this around so everyone knows not to post this.
Just because he dated you for 5 years, it doesn't mean he will marry you. My friend studied law for 5 years. Now he is a YouTuber. Hey, as a YouTuber myself, I'll have you know it is very valid for you to be disappointed in your friend. My girlfriend said, the message from Shrek is undercut because Shrek is still pretty attractive. Like 20 hours ago, and it only now just clicked that that is an absolutely freaking insane take. I think you're just insulted by the reality that unless your partner isn't attracted to you, she thinks you look like Shrek. On the bright side, if you ever bought those giant Hulk gloves, your girlfriend might find it hot. Meanwhile, on the Twitter profile, NFT Bros Taking W's, what's their pinned tweet from 2021? Any day now. And how's it going based on their bio? It's taking way too long. I'm so glad I was too poor to jump on this train. Churches that meddle in politics can pay taxes too. Agree? Well, obviously not, because as it says in the Declaration of Independence and in the Bible, shut up. Presenting an app-free way to use Uber. For anyone who wants a ride and prefers to talk to someone on the phone, we're introducing a convenient new calling service to help them get where they need to go. Now your loved ones can call this number to request a ride on demand. This has got to be for the elderly.
Wow, Uber has discovered
calling for a taxi. At this point, innovation is all but gone from these companies. Villains be like,
I am a god.
Then just be having like advanced telekinesis. What's godlike about that? Turn a dude inside out or switch my frontal lobe with my lung or something. Come on. I was on a dating app and a guy jokingly wrote, "What should we name our first child?" as his intro message, and I had to tell him that in 5th grade I lost a bet to my best friend Hannah and have to, without question, name my firstborn child Megatron, and then the man unmatched me. The 4 Billy Joel song categories. You think you're better than me? Look at this a-hole. These a-holes. Things used to be better.
Here's some advice, moron.
It doesn't make any sense. His songs are so sweet.
hate restaurants that make you say Schmidt like, yeah, can I have a big wet daddy burger, please? Thanks.
The US birth rate has fallen by 20% since 2007. This decline cannot be explained by demographic, economic, or policy changes. I'll look a possible valid explanation. In 2007, there was a colossal market crash and corporations recovered by absorbing large amounts of wealth, and now that people can barely afford to live, they can't afford kids. The whole 1% owning 99% of the wealth is kinda backfiring. You need workers more than they need you. President Trump is America's Moses. He is leading his people out of slavery and into the promised land. As Reverend, I can confirm this. Bro, you have alpha male in your profile. How? You both do? Oh god, I thought they were the same person. Oh no. I don't understand this. You're males. You're allegedly the more smarter gender, the more one who uses their brain. But you still legitimately use the term alpha as if you're in a wolf pack, even though that very scientific notion has been disproven by the very man who first coined it. It's just like, what do you do with these people, you know? Is this Bud Light billboard real? If so, they're begging to lose another $6 billion in market share. I know this is just another fresh, new, cheap tactic for a business to try and gain customers. Like, they couldn't care less what they're really supporting. They just want to get their money from it. But damn, if it isn't satisfying to see people who are literally always calling others crybabies and snowflakes be the very thing they despise. Sisyphus on the phone with his parents. Yeah, I'm actually making a ton of progress with the boulder. No, there's not really like promotions. No, yeah, I can definitely ask. TV is such a powerful medium. The phrase moderate to severe plaque psoriasis has been rattling around in my head since I was like 4. I've never even come across this term. What the hell is that? Hello, literal mountain St. Helens. What are you on about today? 43 years ago, I blew my load. What can I say? I last longer? My God, inanimate objects Twitter beef. After leaving work after 11 p.m. and driving the 7 blocks to my home, I see no fewer than 6 individual men out walking alone in the dark. Not a care in the world. I wonder what that's like. I can't speak for all dudes, but I can say it's scary. I don't think I've ever gone home alone at night without swaying my shoulders and puffing my chest out to look intimidating, like I'm gonna stab someone, just in hopes that no one does it to me. Of course, just basic facts. Women have it worse. That's absolute. But I also had a male friend in high school who was attacked and thrown off a bridge. He survived, but yeah. Less risky for men? Yes. Safe? No. What radicalized you? This must be a lot of stories of people having twisted education from their parents or bad terrorist propaganda that convinced them to go overseas and fight. When I was 11, my mom would let our neighbor use water from our house because his utilities were shut off. He was elderly and living off Social Security. Apparently, this is illegal, and the cops came to shut off our water as well. It cost us $400 to turn our water back on. You know, I don't think anyone needs to make anti-American propaganda. It seems half the time America does it themselves. Just walked in on my boyfriend singing a lullaby to our daughter while putting her to sleep. The lullaby was Buy You a Drank by T-Pain. Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you, let me buy you a drink.
Oh my God!
Police, hands up!
What was that?
He's soliciting minors into drinking alcohol!
What?
Arrest him!
No!
Holy funking schnitzel. Tucker Carlson was just offered a job on Russian state TV. It sounds like something from The Onion, but I schmidt you not, it's true. Man, I'm gonna need like a verified source on this. I'm thinking maybe tomato? Yeah, tomato sauce. Or Nutella sandwich. Yeah, I'm not giving up on my nut sauce sandwich propaganda.